Here are 3 keynotes for the speech. The power of self-discovery, understanding that greatness begins the moment you start recognizing your inner strengths, passions, and talents. Embracing growth through challenges, obstacles are not barriers but stepping stones that shape resilience and unlock hidden potential. Transforming effort into excellence, consistent small actions, discipline, and belief can turn ordinary efforts into extraordinary achievements. Speech, from ordinary to extraordinary, unlocking your hidden potential. Ladies and gentlemen, every individual walking on this earth carries a spark, a quiet, invisible force waiting to be awakened. That spark is potential. Most of us live ordinary lives not because we lack ability, but because we fail to recognize the greatness resting inside us. The journey from ordinary to extraordinary begins with self-discovery. Ask yourself, what strengths live within me that I have not yet used? Education is not only about memorizing facts or passing exams, it is about uncovering your abilities and directing them toward meaningful action. The moment you identify your gifts, be it creativity, leadership, empathy, or innovation, you take the first step toward unlocking your hidden potential. But discovery alone is not enough. Life will present you with challenges, and those very challenges will become your training ground. Obstacles are not punishments, they are opportunities. Each failure is a lesson, each struggle is a teacher. Instead of fearing setbacks, embrace them as tools that shape resilience, discipline, and courage. Remember, diamonds are created under pressure, and so are extraordinary human beings. The third key lies in transforming effort into excellence. Extraordinary people are not born extraordinary, they become extraordinary by doing ordinary things with consistency and purpose. Reading daily, practicing skills, setting goals, and working with discipline might look simple, but over time these small actions build a life that shines with achievement. So, what does it truly mean to unlock your hidden potential? It means recognizing the spark within you, refining it through challenges, and fueling it with disciplined effort. When you commit to this path, you move beyond the ordinary and step into the extraordinary, a life where your knowledge, skills, and values create impact not just for yourself, but for the world around you. The potential is already in you. All it needs is belief, effort, and courage to rise. Thank you. Keynote 1: The Power of Self-Discovery. Every extraordinary journey begins with a simple yet profound step: knowing yourself. Self-discovery is the foundation of unlocking hidden potential, because before you can achieve greatness, you must first understand who you are, what you stand for, and what unique gifts you carry within. Think for a moment, how often do we chase after other people's dreams without asking if they truly belong to us? Society, family, or peers may tell us what success looks like: become a doctor, engineer, businessman, or leader. But real growth begins when you stop living according to someone else's definition and start exploring your own. This is where education plays a powerful role. Education is not limited to classrooms, textbooks, or examinations. Its deeper purpose is to open the mind, sharpen awareness, and reveal the skills and talents that might otherwise remain hidden. Self-discovery is about asking meaningful questions. What activities make me feel alive? Where do I naturally excel without forcing myself? What values do I stand by, even when it's difficult? The answers to these questions slowly uncover the path to your potential. For some, it may be the ability to solve problems logically; for others, it could be creativity, compassion, leadership, or persistence. The tragedy is not that people lack talent, it is that they often ignore it. When you invest time in knowing yourself, you learn to recognize both your strengths and your weaknesses. Strengths guide you toward opportunities, while weaknesses highlight areas for growth. Imagine a student who struggles in mathematics but excels in communication. Instead of forcing themselves to fit into a path that demands numbers, discovering their natural gift in speaking could lead them to a fulfilling career in teaching, journalism, or leadership. That awareness transforms confusion into clarity. Self-discovery also builds confidence. Many people doubt themselves simply because they do not know their worth. The moment you identify your talents and passions, you stop comparing yourself with others and start focusing on your unique journey. Think of it this way: a bird is never jealous of a fish, because it understands its strength is flying, not swimming. Likewise, you are not meant to live by someone else's gifts, you are meant to discover and master your own. In education, this process is even more powerful. When students discover what excites them, learning no longer feels like a burden, it becomes a choice, a mission. The student who loves art will stay up late sketching without being told. The learner who loves science will ask endless questions, not because of grades, but because of curiosity. That passion is the key that transforms ordinary learners into extraordinary innovators. I know too, embracing growth through challenges. If self-discovery is the foundation of unlocking potential, then challenges are the training ground where that potential is refined. No one becomes extraordinary without facing obstacles. In fact, the very struggles we try to avoid are the ones that prepare us for greatness. Think of history's greatest achievers, inventors, or leaders. None of them reached success on a smooth path. They encountered failures, rejections, and moments of doubt. Yet, instead of surrendering, they transformed challenges into lessons. That is the secret. Challenges are not barriers, they are opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In education, challenges appear in many forms: a difficult subject, a demanding project, or even the fear of failure in exams. Many students see these as signs of weakness, but in truth, they are invitations to stretch beyond comfort zones. When a subject feels difficult, it forces the brain to think deeper, to analyze harder, and to discover new strategies. That struggle is where growth happens. Challenges also teach resilience, the ability to keep moving forward despite difficulties. Imagine learning to ride a bicycle. Every fall seems painful at first, but each time you rise, your balance improves. The same principle applies to life. Failure is not the end, but part of the process. Those who avoid challenges may live comfortably, but they never reach their full potential. Those who embrace challenges, however, unlock abilities they never imagined. Furthermore, challenges build character. They test patience, discipline, and determination. A student who studies consistently despite repeated setbacks is developing not just academic knowledge but also life skills, persistence, time management, and courage. These qualities become powerful tools in professional and personal success. It is also important to note that challenges shape perspective. When you overcome a difficulty once, you begin to see future problems not as threats, but as puzzles waiting to be solved. This mindset shift is transformative. Instead of fearing obstacles, you welcome them as stepping stones. So, the next time you face a challenge, remember, it is not there to stop you, but to prepare you. Each difficulty is shaping you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Keynote 3: Transforming Effort into Excellence. While self-discovery reveals your gifts and challenges refine your strength, the true transformation happens through consistent effort. Potential alone is not enough, it must be nurtured, practiced, and directed with discipline until it shines as excellence. Excellence is not an overnight achievement. It is the result of small, repeated actions performed with dedication. Think of a student preparing for an exam. Reading one chapter once will not guarantee success. But reviewing concepts daily, practicing questions, and revising consistently will create mastery. Similarly, athletes do not win medals because of talent alone, they train relentlessly, pushing their limits day after day. The secret lies in turning effort into habit. When positive actions are repeated long enough, they become second nature. Waking up early, reading daily, practicing skills, or setting goals may seem ordinary at first, but over time these habits create extraordinary results. Ordinary effort, when multiplied by time and consistency, transforms into excellence. Another key aspect is quality of effort. It is not just about working hard, but about working with focus and purpose. A student who studies for 2 hours with full concentration often achieves more than one who spends 5 hours distracted. Excellence comes when effort is intentional, not random. Finally, effort requires belief. Without believing in your ability to improve, even the hardest work feels meaningless. But when you believe that every step forward matters, even small progress becomes powerful motivation. In the end, excellence is not a gift reserved for a few, it is the reward for those who combine their potential with consistent, purposeful effort. By doing ordinary tasks with extraordinary commitment, anyone can rise above mediocrity and step into greatness. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, The journey from ordinary to extraordinary is not a mystery, it is a path open to everyone who dares to walk it. It begins with self-discovery, where you uncover the strengths and passions that make you unique. It continues with embracing challenges, where difficulties become stepping stones that refine your character and build resilience. And it culminates in transforming effort into excellence, where consistent, purposeful action turns hidden potential into visible achievement. Remember, greatness does not come from waiting for the perfect opportunity or comparing yourself with others. It comes from looking within, rising after every fall, and committing to daily actions that align with your true purpose. You already carry the spark of potential, the choice is whether you let it fade or fuel it until it becomes a flame that lights your life and inspires others. From ordinary to extraordinary. It is not a dream for the few, it is a decision for the many. And that decision begins with you, here and now. Thank you.